Yeah, I just wanted to, session is the trend towards integrated operations center. So just wanted to talk a little bit about that trend, what that IOC is, what it represents, and then give you a couple of examples of the typical IOC that you see out there, but also an IOC that's a little bit different, and I'll run through those, how it's differentiated. So basically the IOC, of course, is the nerve center of a utility. So you have all these different operational units that historically have been pretty siloed, right? So they're either physically separated, but they're definitely separated by multiple systems as opposed to a central managed system. And this trend is to bring all those siloed operations under one umbrella in the integrated operations center. So it helps with efficiencies, helps with visibility, it helps with decision making, quicker decision making. An example of that is a utility we did here on the West Coast recently, where they have 10 operational units. I'll forget all of them, but I'll run through some of those, being transmission, distribution, grid ops. You got your merchant ops, physical security, cyber security, all these different business operational units. They're all, there's a lot of times they have their own individual goals, of course, but they're all striving towards the same goal and supporting their customers efficiently, and safely and reliably. So in this integrated operations center, you also have, let's say, your EOC, your emergency operations centers for each of these business units that maybe whenever there's some type of a anomaly that they need to address, that facility is available for each of those business units to support efforts for maybe it's fire mitigation or some type of outage, whatever that outage might be, or incident, whatever might occur. It's a good example of a typical IOC that you see out there. Another example that this is a bit unique, but it leverages the network functionality or the network-based solution, software solution of Activu, where we have the ability to support not only in that one integrated operations center under that one roof, but the ability to do that cross-country or globally. This example is a utility that has 4 transmission and distribution arenas. They're that large that they reference them as arenas. Now that's 4 of those that are hundreds of miles apart, but they each represent a leg of that utility for transmission and distribution. So there's 4 legs, 2 out east, 2 out west, hundreds of miles apart. But then we developed a 5th leg that is the virtual infrastructure that supports all 4 of those legs. The example there would be, let's say that there is some type of incident that takes out one of those legs. Maybe it's a hurricane down in the Gulf or something of that sort where the operations center is no longer functional. Well, those operators, that staff, can all operate from any one of those other legs, those other operation centers, with the same level of visibility, the same level of efficiency and familiarity. So the idea there, exactly that, is that one of those is taken out and you have this virtual infrastructure to support each of them. Another thing that's of value there is the support of the system. So you think about one centrally managed solution, one centrally managed system. These aren't 10 different systems like the first example I gave, and it's not 4 different systems. It's one system. So when it comes to any type of support, upgrades, updates, anything of that manner, it's all just that one solution. So a lot of value in the integration, again, for visibility, for quicker decision making, for supporting the solution, supporting the customer. But it's really what I want to share about as far as the trend towards the integrated operations center. It is something that we're seeing quite consistently, and it's really really changing the market a bit. And we talk about our partner here with In Exchange. Another aspect of this is the virtual power plant, right? So not only are these utilities doing the typical generation and distribution of electricity, right? So now you have their clients that are actually generating electricity, and the utilities are tasked with, or they're given the ability to have some insight into what those clients are doing and help control what's going on, beyond the meter and that sort of thing. When you get into that level of detail, the ability to have a large format display and to share that content across operational units for that, again, efficiency, quicker decision making, and visibility across the organization. It's a key integral part of a virtual power plant. Thank you.